gorgeous people, it's Amber. Welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to show you how I took my son's size 2T shirts and pants and turned them into a complete outfit for myself. Now, I recently did a video where I showed you how to take some toddler pants, I think they were 18-month-old size pants, and I turned those into a skirt. I'm going to also do that exact same thing in this video, but I'm also going to show you how you can take the shirts and make a shirt for yourself. Now, I struggled with this. No kidding. You're going to hear me say that in the video. I struggled with this. This was my first time trying this and it was a struggle. But now that I know how to do it, I can probably, do it like this now. But when I was doing it initially, it was a lot of thought process. And I almost didn't release this video, but I thought that it would be best if I did, because I did a DIY with napkins where I showed people how to turn their clothes into NFL gear, and I used this outfit in that video. And I thought, I didn't really explain that this outfit was a DIY outfit. And then I'm worried that people might ask, can we see how you made the outfit? So instead of just getting all that happening, I decided I'm just going to go ahead and release this video the same day as that video. So if you're interested to know how I made that outfit, you can see it here. So without further ado, let's get into the video. Okay guys, all materials are in the description box. The first thing that you're going to want to do is take your seam ripper and seam rip out the inseam of the pants. So once you've done that, there's the pants completely open. The next thing you're going to want to do is seam rip out the front seam there. So once you've done that, go ahead and cut the elastic at the very top. So you're going to completely open that up, and that's what you're going to have to work with for your skirt. You're going to do that on both pairs of pants. The next thing I do is go ahead and cut off what used to be the crotch area. So I have the pants on their side right now to cut off that crotch area so that I can line the skirt up properly. Then I decided to cut it into 4 pieces. So I'm going to do, I guess it's like a color blocking kind of thing. So I'm going to take 2 of the pieces, the black pair and then the gray pair, and I'm going to pin those together. Once I have those pinned together, I'm going to take the black piece and go ahead and pin that to the gray piece. And then I'll take the other gray piece and pin it to that black piece. And once I finish that, I will go ahead and pin the center together, and that's going to form what will be my skirt. Okay, so I'm finishing up pinning all that together, and this is what it's going to look like. So I've got it pinned on the side, the center, and the side. Flip it over, same thing. Side, center, side. Turn it right side out, make sure it looks the way that I want it to, then I go sew it together. Now that I have it sewn together, I did find that I needed to take it in a little more. So that first outside seam right there, that top one, is what I did first, and that's what I did second. So now I'm just going to cut off all the excess since I needed to make it a little bit smaller. So this is just me cutting off the excess, and you're going to want to do that in any place that you've had the same issue. Once that's done, the skirt's completely done. So now we're moving on to the shirt. I struggled with the shirt a lot. So we're going to go on a roller coaster ride here. I hope you can keep up with me on all of the stuff I did. First thing I do is take my seam ripper, and I'm just going to start at the sleeve, and I'm going to seam rip the entire shirt open. So I'm going to do that with both shirts. I'm just going to seam rip everything off, including the sleeves. Everything's going to be seam ripped apart. So then I cut it into 4 pieces, just like I did with the skirt. So now I'm going to go ahead and do the same idea that I was going to do with the skirt with the shirt here. So I'm going to put 2 of the panels together, the black and the yellow. Okay, and then at the top there, I decided to put a pin up there because my original thought was to do like a keyhole opening, and I was going to do this on both pieces for the front and the back, but then that didn't work out, which you're going to see here in a little bit, and I decided not to do that. But I just wanted to let you know that was my original intention when I put that pin at the very top of the shirt and left that opening like that. Okay, so now I have that all pinned together. So now I'm going to put both of the pieces together, right sides together. Then I'm going to go ahead and pin my sides. So this is just going to be pinning both of the sides together to form what would be your shirt. Okay, so now I've got it all pinned together. I think I'm ready to go, and I'm looking at that center, and I'm like, I cannot have a shirt with a center that looks like this. So my next thought was, okay, let's go ahead and just pin it all together and then just cut it apart. Yeah, that didn't work either. It just was not laying right at all. So I played with it some more and then realized that I'm just going to have to cut off that entire edge, because the problem was I had an armhole section in the center of my shirt. So I just could not make that work no matter how hard I tried. So after much frustration and playing with it for a really long time, I decided the best thing to do was to go ahead and just lay the shirt on its side. And then I'm just going to take a rotary tool and I'm just going to cut that armhole side completely off. Now remember, this is where I'm working with the center of the shirt. So I am spinning it around and turning it in all of these directions, but essentially I'm working on what is going to be the center of the shirt. So here's me taking the rotary tool and I'm just cutting off that entire armhole area because it was giving me way too much trouble. I just could not make it work no matter how hard I tried. Just wasn't doing what I wanted it to do. So did that on both sides. Then I take it completely apart and I'm going to put it back together again. After I have that center straight, it makes it a lot easier for me to work with. So this is where I'm going to go ahead and pin the shirt back together after doing that. So I'm taking the two black pieces, which will become the back part of my shirt, and I'm going to pin those together. And then I look and I'm like, oh, I got to get rid of those two sleeve areas because that's the center of my shirt, you know. So I just go ahead and take the rotary tool and then I just cut that part off as well so that I have a collar that just goes like a normal collar would, and I don't have this point in the center of my neck. So after I figured that out, I go ahead and I pin the center together. I really hope you guys are keeping up with me here. It's a little crazy. So that is what's going to be the back of the shirt. So I'm just looking it over and making sure everything looks good, and I think I'm good. And then I go ahead and I'm going to do the exact same thing I did with that black part. I'm going to do that with the yellow. So I'm going to go ahead and take the rotary tool and I'm going to cut that center part just like I did with the black one, because I need it to be the same, essentially. So that's going to be the center. I go ahead and pin the center together first. Okay, so now that's going to be the front of my shirt. I give myself a thumbs up because finally I'm really starting to figure it out. So then I put both pieces right sides together and then I'm just going to pin those sides down. So that ends up being what the shirt ends up looking like almost. I add one more element to the shirt. But at least I finally figured out what I needed to do to make this shirt work. So when you have all these armholes going on, this is my first time making a shirt out of shirts from my son's clothes. So I really struggled with it, and I'm hoping that me including all of those struggles will help you and not confuse you. So hopefully you're following along with all my mistakes and you don't end up making the same ones should you try to do this. DIY. So now that I have everything pinned completely together, I'm going to take it to my sewing machine and sew it together. So there's my back, there's my front. Okay, so the next part I'm going to do is I'm going to take a pair of the toddler pants. I'm going to cut off that elastic part at the top, then I'm going to cut them completely in half. Now this is going to become the sleeves for my shirt. So I take that leg that used to be the pant, the pant leg, and I'm going to go ahead and take it, I'm going to pin it into place. So you can't really tell here, but I am pinning it right sides together. So everything's inside out, but I'm pinning everything right sides together. Hopefully that makes sense to you guys. I'm hoping I'm not confusing people, but I'm really trying to explain this the best I can with you watching what I'm doing as well. So there it is, completely pinned into place. I'm going to leave that opening. It looks really nice when you have like a cutout on a shirt. So there it is, completely sewn in. That opening looks great. Finally finished, but then I look and I'm like, okay, that center is still not working. So I turn the shirt, pick it up, turn it on its side, and I just smooth everything out. Then I'm going to take a pair of scissors. I'm just going to cut like a little V in that center there. There you go, just snip a little piece off just like that, and it's done. Finally! I ended up doing the same thing to the back because I wasn't happy with that one either, but then the shirt is done. So there you go, guys. That's how I made this outfit with my son's size 2 toddler pants and shirts. I hope that you enjoyed this video. If you did, please hit the subscribe button, click that notification bell, like, share, do all of those things to help others find this channel. I am so grateful for everyone's support so far, and I look forward to seeing you next time. Bye! What's up, gorgeous people? It's Amber. Welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to show you how I took my son's... What's up, gorgeous people? It's Amber. Welcome back to my channel. So I recently did a video where I what did I do?